Okay, I am not sure what I was thinking when I committed to doing this in less than 10 minutes. I'm not going to read every single word inside, but if you want to follow inside when I'm speaking English and just see it in the original, I'm using Teres Menachem Tavshin Nun Aleph over here, Chelik Shlishi. This is a sicha the Rebbe said on Lag BaOmer evening, I think right after Ma'ariv. Perhaps right before, probably right after Ma'ariv. Okay, the Rebbe says like this: Lag BaOmer is a Yom Tif and a Yom Simcha. It's a day of joy, the joy of Rashbi. Rashbi said, "This is the day of my passing. I don't want you to celebrate it in any sort, commemorate it in any sort of way of passing, but it's a hilula. We don't call it a Yom Istalkus, a hilula, a celebration like a wedding." And the Rebbe illustrates the joy that we are expected to have on Lag BaOmer with a story that one of the Talmidim of the Arizal said Nachem every single day. Nachem is a tefillah that we say on Tisha B'Av, mourning the Beis HaMikdash. And this Talmud was a very holy, he was a tzadik. And he would say it every single day, even on Shabbos and Yom Tif when we don't even say Tachna. Came Lag BaOmer, this Talmud went ahead and said Nachem. Rashbi complained to the Arizal, what is your Talmud doing mourning the Beis HaMikdash on my day of joy? And as the story goes, the Arizal punished this Talmud. So the Rebbe says, okay, first of all, what does it mean that a tzadik should be punished? Second of all, why are we even saying the story? If the story involves, even though we're saying it without details, the Rebbe says, why is the story publicized? What's the point? Someone did something wrong and he, was reprimanded for it. So, but what do we have to know? And the Rebbe says the whole point of this whole story is so that we know not to take Lag BaOmer lightly. Lag BaOmer is a day of joy, and this story is coming to express that. And the Rebbe says specifically, as far as Nachem goes, this tefillah of mourning the Beis HaMikdash, we know that Rashbi was one of those people on the level that where in his realm, his plane of existence, the Beis HaMikdash was never destroyed. And just to speak about that for a minute, the Rebbe says that Rashbi's whole life was Torah. Torah has these two general parts of the revealed parts of Torah and the hidden parts of Torah, right? There's like the laws, and then there's the mystical secrets, or there's the inner intention of the laws, right? We're supposed to perform mitzvahs. Better yet, if we're able to do a mitzvah with kavanah, we should do that. That's a lot more wholesome. And that's the way Rashbi lived in everything, that he brought the mystical secrets and the power of them into the revealed laws, and the mystical secrets, he brought them out as if they were revealed. It was so practical, it wasn't just mystical. So for a person like him, there was no such thing as a golos and as a Beis HaMikdash being destroyed. So on his day of joy, it's entirely inappropriate to say Nachem. In addition to Lag BaOmer being very connected with the Geula on Rashbi's plane of existence, like we just said, the Rebbe says it's not just for Rashbi. This connection and this living Geula, especially on Lag BaOmer, is first of all for sure by Rashbi's friends, as it's called in many places, Rashbi v'chaveirav, his buddies, kind of his group, and not just for them, but even for us and all the generations afterwards, because through learning the inner secrets of the Torah, specifically the way that they're revealed in Chassidus, we can live and get something of this dimension as well. And the Rebbe says an additional point of Lag BaOmer being connected with Moshiach, with the Geula, and the Rebbe actually calls it V'ikri, a main point, is that on Lag BaOmer is the day when the students of Rabbi Akiva stopped to die. What does that mean? Rabbi Akiva had many, many thousands upon thousands of students. 24,000 of them died in between this period of Pesach and Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer is the day that this plague stopped. What was this plague for? Why were they dying out? The Gemara says, they didn't respect each other enough. They didn't have enough proper Ahavas Yisroel. Rashbi obviously did. Rashbi was perfect in his Ahavas Yisroel. And there actually points out this term that is used in many places, Rashbi v'chaveirav, the chavraya, his group, that shows the companionship and brotherhood between Rashbi and those around him. And because he was just perfect in Ahavas Yisroel. Very simply, this is connected to Moshiach because the Gemara tells us that the reason the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, right? Let's not fool ourselves. In our plane of existence, unfortunately, we're not living with a Beis HaMikdash. May the third be rebuilt immediately. But the reason it was destroyed was because of sinas chinam, senseless hatred among Jews. And the Rebbe says the way that we are going to fix this, the way that we're going to bring Moshiach and bring the third Beis HaMikdash, is we have to nullify the reason for why the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed and have senseless love and just loving one another. Another Indian that the Rebbe says over here is that Rashbi, Reb Shimon bar Yochai, is sometimes called Ben Yochai with Yochai being spelled Yud Vav Ches Yud, and sometimes it's Yud Vav Ches Aleph Yud. And this Aleph, the Rebbe says, is hinting to the Aleph that goes into the word Goyla. Goyla is exile, and when you put an Aleph in there, it becomes Geula. And that's really what Moshiach is. The Aleph of Hashem, Alufei Shalalim, the master of the world, into our existence now, making Goyla Geula. So to connect all of this about Lag BaOmer with the general Sefiras Haomer. In Sefiras Haomer, we're not just counting numbers or days, but we are working on ourselves. Chesed, Gvura, etc., etc. These emotional attributes that we have because we were created in Hashem's image, and Hashem set up a system of these 7 emotional attributes for Him to relate to existence. So we have these going on within us, and this is what we work on, each of these attributes comprising the other 7, throughout the 49 days of counting the Omer. You can look at the attributes from the top to the bottom, from Chesed to Malchus, or you can look at them from Malchus to Chesed, from bottom up. So it comes out that Lag BaOmer is on Hoid Shebahid, in the way that we're going to count from top to bottom. And also, if you're looking at it from bottom up, it's Tiferes Shebetiferes, which is the sphere of Beis Iyar, the Rebbe Marash's birthday. So Lag BaOmer is connected with Lechatchila Rebbe, and I shouldn't go like that, because the Rebbe says, and the idea of Lag BaOmer being connected with Lechatchila Rebbe is exactly this thing, that if we're already going to jump and already start living in Moshiach mode, Lechatchila Rebbe, that we may still be in the level of Goyla as far as we're concerned without the Aleph revealed, but if we're going to start pulling that Aleph into our life, that's what's going to fully bring that and reveal that. And to speed up this process, that we should have this revelation already, the Rebbe says we should add in the mitzvah of tzedaka. And there's a special connection between tzedaka and Moshiach. The Gemara says that tzedaka is great because it brings the geula. So you see a special thing, it's explained in Tanya, I believe. And therefore now we're going to give out coins, and everybody should take the coins and you can swap them and give them to tzedaka. And it should be Hashem's will that just in your heart saying that you're going to give more tzedakah and that you're going to go do this mitzvah, even before you do it. And what the inyan of tzedakah is that you are reviving a poor person. You're bringing life to someone who's lacking. And so Hashem, even before we do this mitzvah, should already reward us for the mitzvah just for already having in mind to do it, and revive us from our lack, that we are lacking that Aleph, we're lacking Moshiach right now as we're still in Galus, and Hashem should already provide for us, and literally provide for us with the Suda of Moshiach. The point is, the Rebbe says, this should just already happen. And before Shachris, tomorrow morning on the day of Lag BaOmer, and before Kriyashma Shalamita tonight, and before anything in between, and close to us davening Ma'ariv and counting Sefiras Haomer, which Sefiras Haomer is very special in the way that by every single mitzvah we should have in mind that, through this mitzvah I'm going to bring Moshiach, and this could be it, and we should beg the Eibishter in every mitzvah that we do, bring Moshiach, b'schus this. But in Sefiras Haomer, we specifically verbalize, we are asking Hashem to restore us the Beis HaMikdash and give us the Bayis Shlishi. And so immediately we should all leave Golos, everybody, together with the clouds of heaven, and go to the Holy Land, into Yerushalayim, the holy city, to the Temple Mount, to Har HaKodesh, Mikdash Hashem, to the Beis HaMikdash. And the Rebbe says, Va'ad l'kodesh HaKadoshim, to the Kodesh HaKadoshim, and then the Rebbe gave out coins for everybody to give to tzedakah. Have a wonderful, exciting, joyous Lag BaOmer, Mashiach now.